Get all the way back upfield. I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On second down, Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard. Line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now Jackson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Malik Collins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now it's Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now Elliott, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Steps away to his left, and that'll be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down now, it's Ingram, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon, and that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jackson from the shotgun. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll look to run with England. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. On the move to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. Now second and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky. Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here we go. Line 36. Ricky. Hey.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel.